Hey YouTubers, welcome to another episode of Bowhunt or Die. You know, this is a controversial topic that comes up a lot, Justin.
Oh boy.
I know, I don't want to totally ruin it yet because maybe you haven't watched this, we haven't totally dived into the show, but coyotes is a big deal. To shoot them, not to shoot them, you shoot too many, they come back with vengeance and force. It's a hot one, it's a hot topic. Watch this episode and then give us your comments to see whether or not you've lost a deer because of coyotes, or maybe it's helped you find your deer on a bad shot. Who knows? Right?
I don't know that coyotes have ever helped anybody find a deer, but hey,
I
guess you never know. Guys, thanks for watching.
True.
As always, we appreciate it. Leave your comments below. Make sure you hit the like and the subscribe button.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Bowhunt or Die. Justin and I think, are feeling just bow hunting and archery flowing through our veins today. I am. I mean, even though the season, because the season's coming to an end, but come on, Justin. The ATA show was always fun. There's always
You
a
said
million...
the other day you weren't going to go hunting anymore this year. You were done. You were checked out. And now it's flowing in your veins.
I'm a little depressed. I'm not going to lie, guys. This year's been an interesting year. I'm going one more time. I flipped the coin. It's it. I'm going one more time.
Me too.
I'm going tomorrow night. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it's all good. It's all good.
I understand.
It's all good. I'm at peace.
Well, Happy New Year to everybody. Thanks for tuning in. The season here in Illinois is winding down, but we do still have a couple more great hunts for you guys.
We do.
This week we are going to get started. Actually, we get to see Troy Spolum twice, once in front of the camera and once behind the camera. So let's start with the first hunt. Troy Spolum in front of the camera as he harvests a great buck. So let's take a look now.
Well, good morning. It is Friday, November 24th, day after Thanksgiving. Yesterday was exactly what Thanksgiving's all about: family, friends, great food. And I was actually even blessed to make it out hunting in the morning. Was able to see one deer, but it was a smaller buck, or actually a medium-sized buck. So it was exciting, bedded 35 yards from me. But just a beautiful morning to get out. So it looks like I have another decent morning. We're going to be actually upper 30s, and I'm going to head to a different spot at that farm. I got a long walk ahead of me. Also finally set up, and I should have been able to shoot for the last 20 to 25 minutes, but it's been a mess getting out here. I took the long way trying to be sneaky. First time hunting the stand. South-southwest winds. Tried to sneak all the way around and come up through the swamp to my right. Didn't realize it was flooded. Started walking across it. Didn't realize it was partially frozen in the middle. Started cracking a bunch of ice. Made a ton of noise. Scared deer out. So not what I wanted to do. Then tried to go out and around through the woods. Made a bunch of noise there. Just a mess. But then finally get set up in the stand. My ratchet strap. As I get everything set up, I realized it wasn't tight enough. Tried to tighten it one more ratchet. It snaps. Fortunately, I had the camera arm in my left hand. Caught it. Now I have two different ratchet straps to just hold it up right now. It's been a mess. So all I can hope for is, with this wind, it's like 20 miles per hour gusts. I had some cover fire. Not every deer heard me. I was hoping to sneak in for the first time and catch him by surprise, but I think I let everybody know I was here. Never know. We're going to stick it out here and hope to put a deer on the ground. I'm looking for a buck, doe, coyote. We'll see if the right opportunity presents itself. Bowhunt or die. It's going directly downwind now. No interest in my grunt or my snort wheezes. It's definitely a shooter. Excitement has been over for a while. It's 9:30 and gotta get heading back. So that's a good morning. Well, good morning. It's Saturday, November 25th, and I'm headed out for a morning hunt here in Northwest Illinois. Headed to the farm again. Was here the last 2 mornings. 2 mornings ago saw a buck. I was hunting on the far north side of our property. Yesterday saw a few bucks and definitely one shooter. And I was on the far west side of our property. This morning I'm going to head back to that same kind of area, but I had south-southwest winds yesterday, and I went in from the north side of the property. Now I'm going to go in from the south side because I have northwest winds, and I'm going to hunt a stand about 100 yards south of where I was yesterday. And it looks like where that buck came from. So even though they don't usually pattern and do the same thing necessarily, I'm hoping maybe that doe does. This morning I'm looking for a doe, a buck, coyote, anything. Alright, so we're all set up. And a little bit more on time this morning. Just starting to get shooting light, and I'm already set up. Unlike yesterday, so no real mishaps. The only problem is the wind's not right. It's supposed to be northwest. That's west with a little bit of south. That was what I was expecting, but I'm here, so never know. I'm hoping they actually come from the west. Can't forget the lucky face man. I'm not sure who he is. What a day, what a morning already. The sun's just about to come up. I think I put that right where it needed to be. Looked like it hit the opposite side shoulder. And I'm pretty sure I saw him crash. My plan came together. Yes. Oh, that feels so good. I'm nervous about coyotes. Tim shot a doe last year and coyotes were chewing on it within 20 minutes. I'm concerned that those deer are coming from where my buck's at, and they could just be freaked out that there's a dead deer, but I'm gonna go there and at least put like my hat and jacket over them before I walk back out. So change of plans, we're gonna be, if I can get out of the stand without getting busted, I'm gonna go and pick up the blood trail. Hopefully not too far off. It's a big old buck. Here we go, bow or die. Self-filming recovery, never a good idea. Always a no-no from Todd. But I don't have a choice. I'm out here. Tim's in Minnesota visiting family, and my dad's out at our hunting property, so I'm all alone. But I just took off about 5 layers. I'm gonna leave it here at the tree, and then grab my backpack and my bow and go pick up the trail. I have a feeling that may equal a dead deer. Up on the tree, in there, blood, 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 blood. So now, I'm not all that thrilled. There's blood everywhere. And now I'm got to this point where there's just so much blood. It almost looks like he bed down, stumbled around everywhere. I mean, there's just blood everywhere, and I can't tell which direction he went. When I was walking up here, I heard I scared something out. So, God, I hope it's not him. And just after that scare, here he is, and he is already being torn up by coyotes. Golly, I cannot believe it. It's already completely chewed. Back end, all chewed up, everything. Terrible. Well, all right, here he is. He did not go too far. And with that shot, I'm very pleased with, and that kill zone did the job. He ran maybe about 120 yards, but I thought I heard him crash. I still wanted to give him some time. I had some does around, so I didn't make too quick of a move. And you know, unfortunately, this is kind of bittersweet. I wish I would have, because he is already chewed out on the side that I shot him on, all around the shoulder with coyotes and on the back end. I mean, they got to him in no time. They had to be on him within 20 minutes. It's really unfortunate. We got way too many coyotes out here, but I'm not going to let that ruin this day. You know, this was just a perfect plan that came together. Yesterday morning I was out here hunting a similar swamp only about 100 yards away. I think I saw this guy. Couldn't quite call him in. He was at 25 yards, but in the thick stuff. So I figured, you know, with the wind change in northwest, I can hunt a little bit further south, and hopefully they would walk a similar path, and that's what he did. I caught him sparring with a little buck, and then he started making his way in right where I thought he was going to cross. But you know, as I was drawing back and I thought he was going to enter right in my shooting lane, all these other deer busted and came from upwind and ran right past him. So he jumped out of my shooting lane. I had to let down, move the camera over, but fortunately stopped at 20 yards, and I was able to make a good shot. So, you know, this is just a awesome situation. I'm super blessed. It might be a 3.5-year-old, I'm not quite certain, but he's an 11-pointer, good character, has some palmation going on, some broken tines. He must be a fighter. But you know, this farm that we have, we don't really manage it too much. We're just blessed to be able to have it 25 minutes from home. So I am tickled to have this buck on the ground. November 25th, Tim and I both have deer here, bucks down in Illinois, and we're gonna be back after it. But the good thing is we can continue to spend more time with our kids and our families. So just super blessed. And but we'll be back after it. You'll see us back in the stand. So until then, bow hunt or die.
This is where perfect moments are born, where the unmistakable feel of American-made quality gives you the confidence to take the whitetail of a lifetime. Lightning fast and incredibly accurate, the Ultralight Turbo GT and Titan SS are built for these opportunities. Seize the moment. Tenpoint. Perfection lives here.
You know, Justin, it's so fun to watch our guys shoot bucks. And it's fun, and it's fun for anyone to harvest
I think it's
a
fun
buck.
to watch anybody shoot.
That's what I was getting at. But what's more fun is just the fact that how cool it is when you are able to successfully self-film. I know we talk it about a lot. Some people like self-filming, some people don't like self-filming, but this was one of those situations that put Troy to the test. I mean, when they make a mega move like that and you have to totally get around the tree to be able to pull it off,
or you just got to let down and reposition.
It is a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure.
It is. Well, he did a great job. I mean, if you guys noticed, you know, when he comes to full draw, you know, he doesn't shoot right away, right? He takes his time, he settles that pin, and he ultimately makes a perfect shot. I know that's something that I've had trouble with, that I've, you know, constantly worked on and got better is, you know, pacing yourself. When you come to full draw, you know, give yourself that extra second or two. That deer wasn't going anywhere. He did the right thing, settled the pin, made a perfect shot. You know, it's unfortunately or unfortunate, I should say, what happened, you know, with the coyote getting on that deer as quick as it did. But I know where we're at here in northern Illinois, our coyote population is just out of control. So that's just the risk, I guess, that you take.
And let's talk about the coyote thing for a second. We don't want to make this too long-winded, right? But we want to kind of hear your comments on this coyote thing for sure. You know, jump on our Facebook page. If you haven't already joined our private group on Facebook as well, you know, Google or whatever, Facebook Bowhunt or Die, join that group. But let's talk about this coyote thing, because I mean, people are always like, oh man, if you shoot too many coyotes, they come back with too many more. There's all these studies and stuff that's out there. I love shooting the coyotes.
Yeah, well, I think,
and it didn't help Troy, because I actually shot like 6 or 10 coyotes in this area.
6
so
or
it didn't
10's
help
that's a pretty big range. I mean, did you shoot 6 or did you shoot 10? Or was it like 4?
It was probably 8, and I lost 2 of them.
Okay, fair enough. Well, then it's 10 in coyote world. But I mean, there is always a debate, right? Whether or not shooting coyotes and trying to control predator numbers actually helps, let's say, the deer numbers, because they know the coyote predation of the fawns, you know, is specifically, I guess, what we're talking about. So guys, leave your comments below. Comment on the Facebook page. Let us know what you think about that. Next up, we're going to jump into a hunt late season. So now we're, you know, well into December. Dustin Decroo came from Wyoming out to Illinois for the holidays. Got to go on a hunt out at Troy's family farm. So let's check that out now.
All right, here it is, do or die time. Troy and I are headed to the blind. It's like 1:30, 2 o'clock, and we cut some corn down, moved the redneck earlier. We're gonna go jump in it, see what happens. I'm hoping that Big Boy walks by for Troy to shoot. He's hoping that a doe walks by for me to shoot. So either way, if something good comes by, we're shooting.
All right, here we are. Just pulled the truck up to the top of the hill, and this is where we were a couple hours ago. We came out, cut down some corn, and moved our sleigh wagon. We got a redneck blind attached to a wagon and pulled it back a little bit. The only problem is we got northwest winds, but it is really cold. We're gonna try and get in there and close the blinds up, or all the windows up, and contain our scent. We took showers, we got scent lock, we got everything going for us. We crushed our clothes, scent crusher. So hopefully this evening, this is our last evening, Dustin puts down a big old doe, and maybe right after that, big buck comes. So that's what we're after. Let's hope we get lucky this afternoon. Here we go. All right, so we're all settled in. New tactic this time. We are closing all the windows and not leaving any of them open until a deer comes out and we kill it. So these blinds have some pretty cool window systems. We can hopefully open pretty quietly and they'll be out here munching on the corn. Like that. So we got a great setup here. The only thing that's working against us is a northwest winds, which blows straight out in front of us where they're all going to be. So turkeys are coming. So basically what's going to have to happen here is they're going to have to be nice and comfortable. We're going to have to open the blind. They're going to get a waft of his stink, and we're going to have an arrow running right behind it.
My stink's pretty slow.
And that's the strategy. So actually this is a good spot, and we're on the far north side of our property. There's some definitely good bucks over here that we've seen in the past, but no real cameras this far over. But I know kind of in the middle of our property we have some, and we've got a big 8-point that's been around this area. So wow, that's a lot of turkeys.
Yeah, they're flying in.
So anyways, a lot of opportunity we think over here, and maybe a bonus buck shows up. Gun season's pushing them over here. We've kind of stayed out. It's getting cold. On corn, let's get the job done. Doe or buck?
Tonight.
Checking. Yeah, she's acting funny. All right. Nice shot, buddy. Dead doe. Dead doe down. We got 15 minutes here, and we just saw what the shooter ate. So we're gonna switch up, grab my Matthews, and we're gonna see if he comes in. Here we go. Turn the light up. Nice job.
We're gonna go over here. You could see the arrow after it went through, like skipped into the trees, like 150 yards probably. So we're gonna go down here, see if we can find some blood, and then see what it looks like, and go from there. Go check it out. She was standing right down here. I got a pretty good mark on where she was standing. So.
What spot?
Some good red frozen blood.
Pick that off it.
Right here, skinned it.
There's some right there.
Yeah.
Hey. Yeah, buddy.
Sweet.
Nice job.
Hey, good work. This is fantastic.
She is a big doe.
I call that money ball. You?
All right, well, here she is. We got her drug out a little bit. She went about, I don't know, 80 to 100 yards somewhere from where she got shot. Shot her with the new NAP Thunderhead Nitro and heart shot her, and she did not go far. So we had a great night in the blind, saw a big 8 that Troy had stealth cam photos of. And you know, we thought he was actually going to give us a shot. We switched the camera. Troy grabbed his bow, but he actually chased a little yearling that we think is hot. We had 2 other bucks chasing her. But this old girl was still there after all that commotion, so we switched the camera back. And this is my first harvest with a crossbow. Actually, I missed a big antelope in August, September, but a little redemption tonight here at the Spolum farm. So anyway, thanks for those guys for having me out. It's always nice to come back, and you know, my wife gets to see her family, and we get to hang out with these guys. So we're gonna get her taken care of, and I think we're gonna go eat some dinner and have a little celebration. So until next time, enjoy your late season hunting. Bow hunt or die.
Justin, did you check your email and your voicemail messages and your text messages? Did you ever get an invitation from Troy to go hunting at his farm yet?
No,
I haven't either. But you know what? I think you took him once to one of your leases. I think I took one of those guys.
That's true. That's true.
I don't know.
did film Troy one time.
There's going to be some negative points when it comes to seeing who on our team gets some of the better prizes this year. I'm just saying. Let me throw that out there.
I scratch your back, you scratch mine, type of thing. But hey, guys, I mean, that was a cool hunt that those two had. You know, Dustin made a perfect shot. You know, and I guess not everybody knows this, but you know, Dustin was in a pretty bad car accident this fall, and to be honest with you, I mean, he's probably lucky to be alive, you know, after the accident that he was in. So I know that he is feeling very blessed right now to be healthy enough to be able to get out and actually go on a late season hunt and shoot a deer. You know, so congratulations to him. He made a perfect shot on it. And I know he just had a great time. There's something about that late season, being with your buddies in a ground blind, you know, shooting deer, that, I mean, that's what it's all about, man.
All right, well, I want to add one more thing. I know we already got the coyote thing going, but I want some additional help here too. I've been doing a lot of hunting in the rednecks.
Okay.
I have got out there quite a bit, and it is tough. I mean, it's been down to -15 around here. I mean, I have spent some time in the redneck here this last couple weeks. It is tough to keep those darn windows cleared off. If anyone has any secrets, that's tough too. And it's better when you can keep them closed. No, it's not. It's better when you can keep them closed. If you guys have any secrets at all, on keeping the windows from icing up and fogging up? I want to know.
Stop breathing.
I want to know. Other than stop
Breathe
breathing.
less. Just breathe less. So.
I want to know.
Well, guys, next up, we want to remind everybody that we have got the Lancaster Archery Classic coming up at the end of January. You know, we talked about it a lot earlier in the year. You guys may remember we did a lot of, or I should say Todd and the team did a lot of live coverage last year from that. That's coming up at the end of January. Todd, I know we've got some contingencies in place this year, so what do we got?
We do. You got to have either a Bowhunter Die or bowhunting.com hat or t-shirt on. Both of those products are available in, they can go buy them right in the store too. They don't have to get them from us. So if you're out there and you're at the store, you can go ahead and pick them up directly from Lancaster. So
so if you guys that are specifically shooting in the bow hunter class, if you're shooting in the bow hunter class and you're wearing either one of our hats or one of our shirts, we do have some cash contingency prizes. We plan on being out there. We're going to be shooting. We're going to be doing some more live coverage. So guys, make sure you log on.
I'm probably going to end up shooting the guy's target next to me. I like fear that for some reason.
Well, let's hope that doesn't happen. But if it does happen, let's hope we get it on video.
Right.
So guys, if you want to learn more or you want to register, go to lancasterarchery.com or lancasterarchery.com for those of you out in PA, if I said that correctly.
You're gonna get beat up on that.
Yeah.
It's so
I
hard.
say Lancaster, they say
Lancaster.
Lancaster. I feel like I pronunciate it well because that's how it's written, but whatever. Apparently our opinion doesn't count because we're from Illinois. So guys, make sure you check their website out and get signed up for that. And next up, we are going to hop into trophy photos. We've got a bunch of them for you this week, so let's take a look.
Dan Sullivan,
Gary Wobshanak,
Jeremy Pratt,
Abe Kirsting,
Steve Brewer,
Marshall Majewski,
Dan McClear,
and Trey Brigham.
Hey guys, those are some great trophies. We always like seeing them. And Dan, listen, having their antler, popping their antlers off and then stretching it out a little bit further doesn't count.
Yeah, he's trying to make it wider to increase the score. That's what Dan's doing in that photo.
That's what he was trying to do.
Well, you do got to be careful on those late season bucks. They say when you shoot them past let's say December 15th, try not to drag them by the antlers. Drag them by the legs because that does seem to happen a lot. But guys, this week's winner is going to be Jeremy Pratt. Great photo. He posed the deer nice. He looks good. He's actually smiling in his trophy photo, which I like to see. Way too many guys out there not smiling these days. They're all trying to look like super hardcore, or they try to look like sad. Like they're so sad about something. So, Jeremy, congratulations. Make sure you email us your info.
Now, did you notice? I don't know if you noticed this, Justin. He submitted 2 photos. Did you catch on to that?
Yeah. We only said his name once. We just have to pick the better.
He even named his photo BHOD. JPEG. I like that.
Well, congratulations again to Jeremy. Make sure you send your information to info@bowhunting.com. We will get a hat out to you. Guys, we got to let you know, no Bowhunter Die episode next week. Todd and I and the rest of the crew are going to be down at the ATA show in Indianapolis. So make sure you check out bowhunting.com. Make sure you check out all the social media platforms. We're going to be doing a lot of live streaming, a lot of live updates from the show. All the new products are coming out. So make sure you check on that. And then we will have a new episode of Bowhunter Die in 2 weeks. And by then, the season will be over, Todd.
It's never over. It's beginning. It's just beginning.
The beginning of the next season. Will Todd kill a buck
tomorrow
in his last hunt of the year? Leave your comment below and let us know. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks right here, Bowhunter Die.
For more exciting action, be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram and receive live updates from our team members as well as the latest happenings in the bow hunting and archery world. Be sure to share your photos, stories, and experiences as well. And don't forget to pick up your official bowhunting.com and Bowhunter Die gear by visiting bowhunting.com/gear. We have a full selection of hats, shirts, decals, wristbands, and much more.
Gary,
I'm so glad it's not me this time. This is great.
I was going to say wow.
I want that in the bloopers.
Pronunciate? Is that a
Pronunciate? Enunciate? It's all right.
Pronounce?
Pronunciate is a good word. I like that. I'm going to go with that.
Pronounce. No, there's no pronounce. It's not a word. You pronounce. I'm going to pronounce it right.
Yeah, well.